Summer has ended and fall has begun. It's time to get ready for the autumn breeze, get comfy and cozy under the covers, and play some comfy and cozy Nintendo games. I love playing games on the Nintendo Switch, and while I enjoy playing action-oriented games like Breath of the Wild or multiplayer games like Splatoon 3, I do enjoy playing comfy and cozy games. It's nice to take your time in, turn off your brain, turn on the serotonin, and get lost in this peaceful gaming experience. But what cozy games should you play? Well, I do have a few suggestions, some games that came out recently, while others that have been out for quite a while. But either way, they hit that cozy qualifying experience. That's some cool alliteration. We'll start off with a game that's not only cozy, but also perfect for October and Halloween. Beacon Pines. So I may be a bit biased with this one, as I found out about the game because the devs sent me an email about the demo a year ago, and I was intrigued and played it on stream. Over a year later, and not only were they kind enough to send me a copy of the game, but they also sent me a bunch of cool merch too. But even if I didn't get a copy of the game, I still think it's really cozy and creepy for October. The game takes place in the literal storybook town of Beacon Pines, a town full of anthropomorphic animals where our orphan protagonist, Luca, is being raised by his grandmother. While everything looks fine on the surface, something is going on behind the scenes, and it's up to you to advance the story and find out the truth. You go through the story picking up keywords along the way, and also come across turning points, where you can use keywords to change the outcome of the story and discover more endings, and learn more keywords to find even more different endings. Will you discover the truth about Beacon Pines? Right off the bat, the art is gorgeous, probably one of the most beautiful 2D art styles I've seen in an indie game. It really feels like it's something you see in a storybook. Character design is cool too. You have your friend Rolo, who's like this rotund fox, Beck, this adorable but street-smart cat, Mr. Kerr, the CEO of the town's fertilizer company, who isn't hiding anything at all, I'm sure. Everyone is unique and memorable, with even some animalese you may have heard in a certain franchise, along with an actual narrator. Despite being the only voice you understand in the game, they read the story well. The dialogue can be humorous and charming, but still have moments that get creepy and take you by surprise. Yeah, I know it's hard to say a game like this can even be remotely scary, but trust me, things can get tense in this game. I would say more, but that would get into spoiler territory, so do yourself a favor. If you're in the mood for a nice balance between cute and creepy, Beacon Pines is your game. It's funny, I heard people describe the game as Winnie the Pooh meets Stranger Things. God, could you imagine a wholesome Animal Crossing-like game with like Winnie the Pooh or even Disney in general? Oh, that would be something. Oh, hey, it's my toy Indiana Jones Mickey. Oh, God, I used to love this thing as a kid. Oh, it's so adorable. You know what game this makes me think of? The Spirit and the Mouse. That bounced. Ah, The Spirit and the Mouse, an indie game where you play a tiny little mouse traveling in the big world around you, exploring the city of Saint Eclair, and then you get shocked by lightning. Wow, short game. No, your rat doesn't die. Instead, you get the powers of Lumion, a spirit guardian, as you are given the task to help people around the town with your new shocking powers. First off, I like the art style of this game. It's a bit graphically limited because of the Switch, but it looks absolutely incredible. I really feel like I'm a tiny mouse exploring the entire world of France? I'm gonna assume this is France. Not only that, but the art style of the humans look cool, almost like a painting. Also, the designs of the Kremlins, these little electricity guys you have to help out in game, so they can help you help the humans. They allow you to do all sorts of quests, from searching for things, collecting certain items, helping one run as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm not kidding. And it is satisfying to help them all out. I also really like the music. It's a mix of this French-style piano with this otherworldly music that reminds me of Luigi's Mansion. It strangely fits the mood really well. If I have any complaints, is that the mouse is a bit sensitive to move, as I will often fall off ledges. You can control your movement over narrow ledges and obstacles, but you can move really slow while doing that. And while this is a cozy game where you are encouraged to take your time, I get impatient. Overall though, the game is really cute, relaxing, and a lot of fun to play on a cozy night. Especially if you're a fan of being Ratatouille with the powers of Thor. God, could you imagine Ratatouille in a cozy game where you could like cook for him and make recipes? Man, that would be something, Mickey. I thought I put you down earlier. Anyways, on to Bear and Breakfast. Ever want to run your 5-star hotel? in the woods as a bear. Well, bear and breakfast makes your wildlife dream come true. You play as this bear who finds this inflatable shark, it's a thing in the game, and he tells you that humans are coming back to the forest, and it's up to you to build them a place to stay for a while. It's a hotel sim game where you can gather materials, use it to craft furniture, and create rooms for your guests, making them happy while trying to, not scare them because you're a grizzly wizzly Mr. Grizz bear. The game overall is super cute, especially with its art style. It almost reminds me of a children's comic or a cartoon in the best way possible. The dialogue is also super witty, always finding a way to be quirky and make you smile. You interact with a lot of forest creatures, a wolf, birds, a mafia of rodents, an alligator witch. Again, the game is really weird. And the game shines in charm and humor. It's also really funny how people run when they see you walking by, but you just put on some clothes and it's fine. It is I, Mr. Human Being. Now, as for the gameplay, it's fine. Nothing special, just a cozy management game. I know it's supposed to be laid back, but this one was just personally not for me. It's still plenty cozy, don't get me wrong. It's just not my personal favorite as the gameplay didn't grasp me like I thought it would. I don't know if the game starts off rather slow or if it seems to focus on style more than gameplay. This one just wasn't my cup of tea. But that's okay. I know so many people will love this game. We'll get into the mechanics and play this game for hours. Well, it's not my favorite. It's not like it's unbearable or anything. Look for the bare necessities, hotel building, craft recipes, collecting all the trash around the place. Oh god, it's everywhere! Wow, another Disney references. I've been making a decent amount of those this video. I wonder if Destiny is trying to tell me something. Oh, what do you think, Mickey over there? Yeah, best not to think about that. Anyway, let's think about Potion Permit. I heard about this game a lot, where you play a chemist who enters the town of Moonberry that hates your science-loving self before you even make a potion. But it's fine, because you're the town doctor now. You gather resources around the land and use them to create potions for the town and heal everyone who is sick, all while getting to know the townsfolk, completing quests for them, and upgrading your tools and clinic along the way. I am addicted to this game now. This is such a fun game, having the same Stardew type day mechanic of doing a certain amount of tasks and wanting to go for just one more day. There's always something to do, whether it's exploring new areas to gather new ingredients, fighting enemies, diagnosing and curing patients, or just getting to know everyone, with romance of course, because what sort of life sim game like this doesn't have romance? The main mechanic that makes this different is the potion crafting mechanic. Each ingredient represents a certain amount of squares, and you have to line them just right to create the potions. It's a really clever way of crafting that I haven't seen done before, and it's certainly more engaging than the way Animal Crossing does it. And out of all the games covered today, this one is my personal favorite. The addictive cycle of foraging, potion brewing, making friends just sucks time out of you like a vacuum cleaner, and it's absolutely perfect for any cozy afternoon during the fall. And there you have it, 4 comfy and cozy games during the fall. No others at all to talk about. All right, fine! I'll talk about Disney Dreamlight Valley. Disney Dreamlight Valley, the cozy Animal Crossing-like game where you can interact with Mickey, Goofy, and the gargoyles from Hunchback. Okay, not that last one. You are magically transported in, well, Dreamlight Valley, inhabited by Disney characters and these weird plants known as night thorns that cause the forgetting, which is causing the villagers to forget. These are really creative names here. Your goal is to restore the valley and use these magic tools. A shovel, a pickaxe, a fishing rod, and a watering can, and use them to collect Dreamlight and restore the valley back to its former self. If you like Animal Crossing, you're going to like this game. If you like Disney and Animal Crossing, this game is going to consume you. You do the things in most life sims. Craft, water plants, go fishing, mine for gems, dig for treasures, and decorate furniture. Quality of life improvements are super convenient too. Not having to refill your watering can, not having to wait a day to continue to do quests. Sure, you run out of energy, but you literally can either eat food or just walk back to your house and your energy is all full again. This is stuff that I wish was in Animal Crossing years ago. How Disney Dreamlight Valley shines, though, is with its use of characters. Mickey Mouse, Wall-E, Moana, Ratatouille, Ursula, and that one guy. You know who they are. You can befriend them by doing quests or just hang out with them. Not only is it cool to hang out with Goofy, but if you level him up enough, he can join you with fishing and get you more resources. It's such a great motivation for doing quests that I wish more games would utilize it. I also like how a lot of Disney characters are used as NPCs as well. Merlin is your guide through Dreamlight Valley, Scrooge McDuck runs the general store acting like the Tom Nook of the game, Remy runs the local restaurant where you can cook meals to sell or give to other villagers. You can also visit them in their realms too, like Moana on her beach, Ratatouille at the kitchen of a restaurant, Wally in a post-apocalyptic Earth. That's a little weird to think about, but don't! Think about all the fan service! Disney Dreamlight Valley thrives on this. Meet all the Disney characters you want. Decorate your house with tons of Disney furniture. I have a Lightning McQueen bed. Ka-chow! So is there anything I don't like about this game? There's a lot of glitches. I know the game is still in early access. I know the full game doesn't come out until 2023, but the game is full of bugs, especially the Switch version. I remember when I first played the game crashed 4 times in my 3 to 4 hour live stream of it. Granted, they've done numerous updates since then, and the game has improved in performance a lot, but there's still some glitches, and that's still something you have to consider before purchasing the game. That's the other thing. This game is going to be free to play, but if you want to play it early, you gotta cough up some cash. And that goes if you want to play it on multiple platforms, too. You can cloud save your account to transfer to Steam, PS4, or Xbox Game Pass, but you gotta pay for that version too. A decent amount of money depending on which version you get as well. For an unfinished product, not a lot of people are willing to do that, which is understandable. As much as I am not a fan of the glitches, I still think that this game is worth a shot, especially if you are a Disney and Pixar fan. But I'd be lying if the Switch version wasn't lackluster compared to the other platforms. But still, if you want to play a comfy, cozy Disney game portably and don't really care about the graphics or don't own a Steam Deck, Disney Dreamlight Valley on the Switch is where to go. And there you have it, 5 cozy games on the Switch to play this fall. If you haven't heard about these games or you're on the fence about them, I hope this video gave you some wonderful Switch games to play, or not play if you don't want to. What are your thoughts about these games? Are there any games that I didn't mention? I know by the time this game is released, a game called Coral Island is going to be released, and that sounds pretty cool. Or should I say coral, as all the kids say? That was a dumb joke. Either way, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in for more videos. Now, if you excuse me, I'm off to play Potion Permit, because I've lost control of my life. Are you still here?